Thank you. That was Fun Sounds from the App Store with, I believe that one was called Trance.
Yes.
Now, what's unique about this Fun Sounds app is that, one, all of the sounds are fun, which is very rare for a soundboard app. Usually there are a handful of sounds that just aren't as funny or aren't as fun. But with this soundboard, what's great is that every sound is fun. Every single sound.
Yes.
And we'll be seeing more of that used here on Jokecast.
Yes.
We've decided to try a different fun sound to start out every episode to set the tone. Mm-hmm. This is a funny show, and we are all laughing.
We are all laughing.
So welcome back to Jokecast.
Yes, welcome back. My name is Vivian.
My name is June.
And welcome to Season 3, Episode 2.
Now, Vivian, something that I'm very concerned about is what is a podcast? Because I think that our very dim-witted audience struggles a bit, perhaps, with figuring out what we're doing here.
Well, I do think that a podcast can be defined as a sound that plays for people.
For people.
Yes.
For you.
And I don't know, I think maybe a podcast in our terms is something that we do.
It is something that we do, and it's something that we live for here at Jokecast.
It can be something that you do too, fellow dads.
All you need is a passion. Don't take jokes. We're using jokes. This is the only joke-based podcast in the United States.
Yeah. Don't even think about it.
Don't just don't think about it.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
today we've got some more jokes for you all.
Yeah. I think all the jokes in today's episode come from Jenna. Same Jenna from episode.
Jenna Hamburger, I believe.
Jenna, no last name.
Jenna Hamburger.
And
it's hamburger.
So, let's start one off with a very fun, lighthearted joke.
All right.
What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind?
Tell me.
A frisbee.
Ah.
Nope.
Ah. All right.
It's a maybe. It's a maybe.
You know that joke gets a 5. We're going to have a brief sound intermission as Vivian collects herself. We are going to the comedy section.
All right, sorry, I'm back. Right. So, what you call a bee that Right. So, what you call a bee that can't make up his mind is
It's a maybe.
Yeah. Thank you, Jenna, no last name, for this. So, we already rated it a 5. Let's explain why.
This joke is funny. This joke is perhaps one of the funniest jokes that we at Jokecast have ever seen.
Yes, and yes, I really would like to thank Jen, the last name, for these jokes that she has given us, because I think that they're very, very comedic. Most of them are puns, we like them here on Jokecast, but we also believe that they are very easy. And what do you think?
Now we're taking a brief recess from rating this joke as Vivian
Yes.
goes and controls our environment. Fans of Jokecast may know that we have lost the studio, the $1 million of studio that we used to record in. And now Vivian is going to attend to a person who has intruded on our sacred joke time here at Jokecast. We frown upon any kind of behavior that could jeopardize the rating of jokes, and we do not advise it at all. And
Hello, I'm back.
Vivian has returned. Vivian, how was that experience for you?
Could you explain to me what you're telling the audience that I was doing?
I was explaining that we frown upon anybody who dares to intrude on our joke rating time, as the time we have together is very limited. But since we lost our $1 billion recording studio,
tragic.
We often will have people who try as they might to dissuade the joke process.
We have a lot of hecklers out there.
A lot of hecklers.
Yes, but don't worry, I went and I talked to them in a very nice-mannered way, and we can get back to reading the jokes. Anyway, I think what I was saying, and I know for you listeners out there, this is very, I guess you could say, disjointed and a bit bizarre this episode. So there's just been a lot of things going on. But I think what I was saying was, what do you think of the joke?
Well, for this joke, I am just in awe. I'm in awe that at the second episode of our third season, we seem to have found perhaps the funniest joke of all time.
I know.
What makes this joke so special to me is just the poignancy of...
I'm sorry. I think we might need to have a quick collecting ourselves time.
We might need to have a quick... And we're back.
Yes.
Thank you for allowing our intermissions. We here at Jokecast, we do enjoy our jobs, and although we do take comedy very, very seriously, it is at the end of the day comedy, and sometimes we have to laugh at it.
Yes. We would like to say that sometimes things get a little bit heated in the Jokecast new recording studio. It smells lovely, by the way, in here.
It smells wonderful.
Yes, but I would like to say that we do value giving you an accurate representation of all jokes, and just an accurate rating. And while some may believe that this joke was not as funny, I would say to them, they probably read Dilbert.
Interesting you should bring that up, Vivian.
I'm sorry, I just, mean Baby Blues.
That's a low blow, all right. Baby Blues is a garbage comic. Baby Blues is a terrible comic. Nobody reads Baby Blues anyway.
And but everything we're saying is parody and also satire, so
Parody and satire.
Yeah, please don't get mad at us.
The parody and the satire cancel each other out. We're being completely serious. Anyway.
We have another joke from Jen, no last name.
Jenna Hamburger.
What do you call a bee that's having a bad hair day?
Please, tell me.
A frisbee. Sorry.
Alright.
What do you think about this joke?
I think that this joke, paired with the last joke, gets perhaps a 6 Garfields out of 5. I know we've never gone past the 5, but I believe if we can go beneath the 5, we gave a joke a -2 last episode, I recall.
Yes.
I believe that if we can give a joke a negative score, we should be able to give it a score above 5, and I think that 6 Garfields does this pair of bee jokes justice.
Yes. I will say that our Garfield scale is an average. There are some Garfields that are on the comics that are on the negative scale, but there are many that are past 10.
Past 10s.
This is just an average. So yes, this is a 6 out of 5 to the average Garfield comic. These two together. But let's analyze these bee jokes. We rated them very high. So why do you think it's important that we discuss jokes about bees?
I think that right now, we all know it's a very hot button issue that bees are dying, and that death is always funny, regardless of context. Death is funny, and these bee jokes so strongly imply that the bees in these jokes are running out of time, and I think that is where the comedy comes from.
Yes. Additionally, yellow is a happy, fun color, right? So the fact that bees are yellow and black, funny and death, but death is funny, so it's just double funny.
Now, you can see these layers to this joke. There are so many, and not all of them are immediately obvious, which makes this joke incredibly nuanced, incredibly high-tier comedy, and that's what makes this joke so good.
Yes, precisely. So now that we've done that, I think it's time we go into our commercial break. June, our sponsor gave you our what we're doing today, right?
Yes, our sponsor today is Brisp iced tea. Some may remember, 19 years ago we were in fact sponsored by a similar iced tea brand that we are no longer affiliated with. But their sister company, Brisp Iced Tea, has reached out to us and approached us and asked if they would be able to sponsor us, to which I of course said yes. I am a die-hard fan of Brisp iced tea, and it's the only iced tea that you can drink.
Yes, and if I may go off script, Brisp did not tell us, or did not tell me to say this, but I just wanted to say my experience with Brisp iced tea has been wonderful. It has a lot of flavor, minimal calories.
It's a beverage.
It is a beverage.
It is a beverage.
You remember how you can put liquids in bowls?
Oh, I remember that from last week.
Yes. Well, you can put Brisp iced tea in a bowl, and for that, send a picture to us, Brisp iced tea in a bowl. We
use the hashtag Brisp iced tea in a bowl.
Yes, and then please tag us on Instagram or Twitter. With this, we will take all of the people, every person who does this
will end up on our Instagram and our Twitter.
Yes. And additionally, if you use the hashtag, what was that again?
Brisp iced tea in a bowl.
Yes, that hashtag with a picture and tagging us on Instagram or Twitter, what we will do is you can DM us a joke and we will rate it live in the studio.
Live
in the studio.
Live in the studio.
Live in the studio.
Live inside of the studio.
Yes, and let me just say, our Twitter handle is in fact at Real Jokecast. That is at Real Jokecast. RealJokecast.
And our Instagram handle is Jokecast Official. That is JokecastOfficial.
Yes.
JokecastOfficial.
Yes.
The man who holds the Instagram handle Jokecast, just Jokecast, is a coward and a thief, and we hate him.
Yes. We do not hate him. We do not promote any witch hunting. But what we do promote is getting our URL back. Anyway.
Coward.
Thank you so much to Brisp Iced Tea for sponsoring this episode. Would you like to tell an iced tea joke off the top of your head?
What is the best flavor of iced tea?
What flavor?
Brisp flavor.
Well, that was quite a comedic joke.
I think so. Thank
I
you.
think we have time for one last joke. So
what if
you can
special
choose
businesses?
one of these three.
No. I'm a fan of this ornithological joke.
This one is from one Jenna No Last Name. Thank you, Jenna No Last Name.
Thank you, Jenna Hamburger. What did the duck say to the bartender?
What?
Put it on my bill.
Yeah, sorry.
We're doing a lot of very...
I got really excited for a moment, but I have to contain myself.
We have struck gold. We have truly struck gold on this episode of Jokecast. This is one for the books.
So much, Jenna.
Thank you so much to Jenna Hamburger. Yes, Jenna Hamburger.
That is Jenna No Last Name.
Hamburger.
Can you? So I think that some really important things here are maybe some topics this joke touches are poverty, alcoholism, and ducks. And I don't want to get too sad and somber with this episode, so I just think we should talk about really first is the issue of poverty among ducks in this nation. All these ducks don't have enough money to pay for their own alcoholic beverages.
So few ducks are employed in this country, the numbers are abysmal.
There's only like 2.
And
Donald
most of
and
Donald
Affleck.
and Affleck. Continue, baby.
I don't even know if Affleck is a duck. What if it's a different bird in a duck's role? This is
No.
a serious problem of casting inappropriate species.
We only know for sure of one American duck who is
Yeah.
employed in this country. That is abysmal. That is less than the number of fingers that I have on one hand.
Yes. That is just so sad. Can we just take a moment to reflect on the opportunities we have to give these poor animals? Thank you. And now, in order to remain happy in this trying time, I think what we should do is include maybe some nice sounds.
Some nice sounds. All right, let's go in with some funny sounds. This is from the funny category on our app, Fun Sounds, that you can find on the App Store. Now, I think that funny sound put us all in a better mood.
Yes. Okay. Now, on to discussing a different aspect of the joke. Is it another pun?
I'm disappointed that so many puns have darkened our door on this day here at Jokecast, but at the same time, these puns are so layered and so filled with such a darker, more bitter comedy that I think that we can let them pass. I don't know if this one will achieve quite so high a score as the last pair, but I believe that this one deserves at least a 3 out of 5.
I would say a 2.75.
2.75, all right.
Because we have to remember the dark times.
We do. We have to respect the ducks in this country that apply for jobs day after day and are turned down solely because they are ducks.
Yes. Anyway, with that, I think our episode has come to an end. We don't have any special feature jokes. If you would like to send us some special feature jokes, we cannot guarantee that they will be in because the only people we can guarantee jokes to are the ones who send us a picture of the brisp iced tea in a bowl.
Remember to submit those with the hashtag brisp iced tea in a bowl.
Yes. Anyway, if you would like to have the opportunity to possibly have your joke rated on this channel, first, make sure that you find a joke you love. It can be a pun, but it shouldn't be. But tweet it to us or DM us on Twitter at Real Jokecast. That is RealJokecast. Once again, that is Real Jokecast. RealJokecast.
And if you would like to submit that via Instagram, our handle is JokeCastOfficial. That is JokeCastOfficial. That is again JokeCastOfficial.
Thank you.